Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing what a typical day looks like in my mom's house here in Kerala. You'll see a delicious breakfast recipe, a few places we visited, how the kids spend their time here, and even a little Amazon haul. It's just a simple, cozy day in our life, so let's just get started. So over here in Kerala, since there's no school, the kids sleep really late at night, which means they also wake up late, sometimes around 11:30 or even 12 o'clock. Not the best habit, I know, but that's how it is here. I try to wake up a little earlier, around 9:30 or 10, and then head downstairs to see what my mom is doing. I only have a few more days left before I leave to Kuwait. So I'm trying to spend as much time with her and my dad as possible. Honestly, the thought of going back and leaving my parents again just breaks my heart. Anyway, this morning she was making something called mutta patil. I had shared a little clip of it in my stories on Instagram, and so many of you asked for the recipe, so here it is. It's actually super simple. She took 1.5 cups of flour, added 1 egg, a little salt, and about a cup of water. She mixed it all together, and when she felt the batter was a little thick, she just added 2 more tablespoons of water. Now to make mutta patil, we use a very traditional clay pot. It's flat at the bottom, and we usually turn it upside down on a very high flame. The pot has to be super hot before you pour the batter. My mom told me that back in the day they used to make this on an open firewood, which would give such a different taste. And about seasoning the pot, a lot of you asked me that too. My mom isn't exactly sure because her mom had prepared and seasoned this pot for her. She says long ago my grandma used to place these pots on top of rice while it was cooking, and the steam and rice water would kind of season the clay naturally. So this is actually a very old pan that we've just continued to use. Now once the pot is hot, you pour the batter, and like magic, all these little holes appear without any baking soda or baking powder. Then you cover it for a while, and once it's cooked, it comes right off. If your pot isn't seasoned well, it won't come off easily, but since this has been used for years, it works perfectly. And that's it. Mutta patil or ottapam, or maybe you call it something else where you live, it's ready. We love eating it with ghee, coconut milk, and sugar. Honestly, it's the most comforting breakfast ever. So simple, so delicious. Oh, and a lot of you had asked me if this can be made in a non-stick pan. With this recipe, no, it just won't work. In a non-stick pan, it will turn out more like a crepe, and you definitely won't get these beautiful holes. I've seen some recipes on YouTube where they add baking powder or other things to create the holes, and that way you can make it in a non-stick pan, but honestly the texture will never be the same as when you make it on this clay pot. Ever since we came to India, Ibrahim has been finding it a little difficult to sleep, so we decided to try the traditional Arirem Total, the spring cradle, which I ordered from Amazon and just got fixed here. And honestly, this cradle is something else. It helps babies fall asleep so comfortably, and they stay asleep for the longest time. I was thinking of taking it back with me to Kuwait, but the problem is that we don't have these kind of window grills there to hook the cradle stand on, so I'm not sure if it'll be of any use there. But I know one thing for sure, I'm really going to miss this cradle when we leave because mashallah, Ibrahim sleeps so peacefully in it. I've been here in India for almost 2.5 months now. When we first came in June and July time, it was raining almost every single day. But by the end of July and into August, the rain became much less. On this particular day, though, it suddenly started raining so heavily again. I rushed to my brother's room where there's a little balcony and just sat there on the sofa with the doors open. The greenery, the sounds of the rain, the fresh breeze, it was honestly so surreal and so beautiful. We had ordered some water balloons, and the kids were just waiting for the right moment to play with them. So as soon as the rain stopped and the sun came out, we all rushed downstairs for some fun. Honestly, if you have an outdoor space, water balloon games are the best. The kids have been playing with them almost every alternate day. and they enjoyed so much. It's just a simple, fun activity. I'll leave the link for these water balloons in the description in case you want to check them out. I also had a package delivered from Nykaa. It was the Alan Truman hairdryer brush. My sister-in-law had this one, and when I tried it, I really loved how it worked. So she got one for myself too. It's honestly really good. If you're interested, I'll leave the link in the description. Then on another day, I just inserted the clip here. I received some kids' lunch boxes. These are from an Indian brand called Brand Conquer. This time I didn't want to spend too much on lunch boxes because usually I've been using the Yum box for the past 4-5 years. It's quite expensive, and honestly, I was getting bored of it. So I saw these on Amazon and ordered one for each of my 3 kids. What I really like about them is that they open easily and the inside is stainless steel. There's also a small pot with a lid, but the lid is a little too tight for the kids to open by themselves, so I'm not sure how we'll use that. But the compartment sizes are really good, and the best part is that under the stainless steel insert, there's a space to keep spoon, fork, and even chopsticks. The kids were so excited, they said, now we need sushi for our lunchbox. Honestly, I've never made sushi for them, but maybe inshallah I'll try a recipe sometime. So if you're looking for a good, affordable lunchbox, I'll also leave the link for these in the description. I haven't used them enough yet to say whether they're completely leak proof, but they did have a lot of good reviews. Later in the day, I got dressed up to go visit my cousin's house. I wore a simple salwar kameez with a bandhani dupatta. Please don't mind the dirty mirror. On the way, before reaching her place, we stopped at a beautiful spot in Kauai where they have boating. It was such a beautiful place, though honestly, anywhere you go in Kerala, especially in my area, the views are always breathtaking. The bridges, the greenery, the water, it's just so stunning. We reached the boating area and it was so peaceful. They had boat rides, but since I had Ibrahim with me, I didn't go. Still, the breeze and the whole atmosphere were so relaxing. It's the kind of place where you could just sit with a cup of tea and enjoy the view. I think the place is called Kauai. I'll just confirm it and add the location down in the description. After that, we headed to my cousin's house. She served us some really nice snacks, and the view from her house was absolutely beautiful. Mashallah, barakallah. We spent some lovely quality time with her, and then later in the evening, we headed back home. We still had some time before Maghrib, so the kids went out with their cycles, making the most of every moment here in India. And this is my house. It's quite old, almost as old as me, but it holds our whole heart. Every corner is filled with memories. Usually my parents are also in Dubai, so no one really stays here. We only open it once a year, so it's more like a vacation home. I'm sure a lot of NRIs can relate to that feeling. After all the playing, the kids took a bath. I gave Ibrahim also a nice bath because it's been so hot these days, especially now that the rains have slowed down. Later in the evening, my sister was also with us and she decided to make a special dinner. At the same time, my mom prepared her famous parampuri or banana fritters and even date fritters for the kids since they were super hungry after all that playing outside. My sister, on the other hand, was making something really delicious, a tortilla pizza with chicken, mushroom, and creamy white sauce. Oh my god, it turned out so good. While the kids happily munched on the parampuri, we had the mosquito bat ready on standby because honestly, the mosquitoes here don't spare anyone. And then the tortilla pizza was baked and ready, almost like a sandwich style pizza. It was so delicious, packed with flavor and just pure yum. After dinner, it was time to wind down. Everyone started settling in. I gave the kids a little bit of screen time while I caught up on my tafsir classes. Usually in August, we have a vacation from classes and we don't have tests. But since I had a lot of pending notes to finish, I thought I'd use the time to slowly work on them. After that, the kids came in, and it was finally time to sleep. Since my husband has already gone back to Kuwait, it's just me and the kids here. So we all sleep together on one bed, and little Ibrahim sleeps in his travel coat. So that's our sleeping situation for now. Before I end, I also wanted to share that my dad hasn't been keeping very well lately. So please do remember him in your duas. I would be so grateful if you could keep him in your prayers. And that's all for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed spending the day with us here in Kerala. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, bye, and thank you so much for watching.